In the time before anything had names, any of the animals, any of the rocks, any of the plants and trees, there was a gardener. And this gardener, he had a little plot with 8 different plants and flowers and trees that all started out from seeds. And as they grew, he was tasked with naming these plants. And one by one, they started to grow up. So vibrant, just magnificent. He knew it was time to name them. First, there was this tree. He said, "You're maple." Then there was this little flower. Some people like to call it a weed, but it was glorious to him. The gardener looks at it and says, "You're dandelion." And then looks at the other one, majestic as can be, and says, "You're a rose." On and on. Another one, "You're the linden." And then there's this one out of the 8. It's shriveled. It popped up, but it's shriveled. It's weak. The leaf is not even sprouting. One might give up on it. But the gardener took his hands under the earth, picked up that plant, and walked it acres and acres away, all by itself in some new soil. And he planted it down in there, and he gave it a blessing, and he left. Now, he wasn't just tasked with those 8 plants and flowers and trees. His main task was to go and wander the world and name everything, plant-wise. And he traveled for many years, and he was looking for the mightiest of each. And he found the mightiest plant, and he named it Sage. And he was looking and looking, and he found the mightiest flower, and he named it Orchid. But the tree eluded him. He found cedar. He found massive trees, but they weren't the mightiest. He named it Sequoia, or the redwood. After many years, he returned back to his humble garden and enjoyed the 7 original plants. And it dawned on him, the 8th. He forgot about the 8th. And so he walked all those acres, and he got to the 8th. And it wasn't just a plant. It was a tree. And it was the mightiest of all trees. And he looked at it, and he said, "There is only one name. I name you Oak. Remember, sometimes you're just in the wrong place with the wrong nutrients being fed to you. It's not you. Sometimes we just have to be transplanted into the right fertile soil that was made uniquely for us to thrive, to become the mightiest. I came up with this the other day as my son, who's about to be 17 and a junior in high school, transferred schools, and his confidence is soaring, he's thriving, he's getting faster, but he's in the right soil. He has a community that believes in him. He has a school that believes in him. He has coaches that believe in him. And you know, his former school had teammates, some of the whispers and what they're telling him is, oh my God, that school must really be horrible, because if you have a chance to start, then they must be horrible. And I understand. It's competition, they're the other team, but they're not sitting there believing that they lost some really good player to a new team, to an opposing team. So sometimes, like my son, we need reminded that it's not, oh, we're moving to this place and we're thriving like a big fish in a little pond. No. A lot of times our roots just never took hold in the right soil. We weren't receiving what we need to become who we were destined to become, to continue on our journey. And I don't just mean some starter in football, I mean in life. Maybe you're in a toxic relationship. Maybe you're not even in a toxic relationship, but one that's not destined for you. Maybe you're in the wrong town where you're not allowed to thrive and be there. Maybe the soil is your own mind, your own thoughts and emotions about yourself, and you need to transplant yourself into fresh new soil. Maybe it's friendships, maybe it's a job. So remember, in the story, you're not only the oak, but you are the gardener. Transplant yourself. Love you.